So we're going to go on to the last race for the Porsche 909 Bergspyder. The upgrades on this, I've done exactly to 62.4 to win the car, which happens to be 21 to 28 upgrades again, which was always my favourite level of doing these. And it's the same as the last car actually we had just the other day, the BMW M8 GTE. So the upgrades are all free. The first 3 upgrades are what you need of each one. And I think you come to about just a bit over 200 gold, and obviously some racing dollars, but once you've played the game well, racing dollars become totally pointless. So the last race is 5 laps at Catalonia, and I don't know, well, what's the national circuit? I didn't know which layout it was going to be. The car in itself is one of the fastest accelerating cars we've got on the game actually. It's sort of in the top, maybe top 20. It accelerates as fast, according to this, as something like a P1 GTR in the current state it's in now, 21 to 28 upgrades. You know, so it's a pretty lively thing. You know, a Venom GT is the same sort of, in fact it's a little bit quicker acceleration than a Venom GT. Quite nice cockpit view, which I thought I might like. I'm sure that's a bit loud there. I knew I'd like the cockpit view. I actually like all the views, to be honest. The chase view I think is pretty impressive. I like the way they got the big old chunky tyres out. There's a kit car which is quite popular here, which you don't see many of them now, but a few years back there used to be quite a lot of them. They used to call them a dune buggy, which was, I think, is based on a Volkswagen Beetle or something. And this looks like a racier type version of one of them things to me. I think they're quite probably popular in places like Australia and maybe, I don't know, perhaps California, Florida maybe. And as usual, I've got a right low battery. Surprised that's, no surprise that's come on, is it? But a chase view, I actually quite like on here. I think the brake's not working. What is going on here? This game does some weird things, don't it? Yeah, so it's good, good acceleration. The grip, even though it's only 1.2, because the top speed's slow, I mean the top speed, it's no faster, I don't think, than something like a Hyundai Vela stuff. So it's only really, like top speed wise, it's only in like Pro-Am category of cars in the game. But because the grip being 1.2 and the top speed's not that great, it actually feels fun, is it? Do I persevere a bit or do I turn it off? Well, I'm on lap 3 already. So anyway, meanwhile, back at the ranch. So yeah, it's not a great top speed. It's, I say it's only like a Veloster Turbo or even like Chargers and that sort of thing, top speed. So top speed's not very good, but grip it feels a lot better than what the stats of 1.2 suggest at its current state. But I say that's because it doesn't go that fast. and I can still skid it though. But yeah, chase view, I think is a... Well, you think I've been driving about 2 minutes while I'm driving this. Interestingly, the hood view, this is on the low setting on hood view. You can see the hood. On the, if you drive bonnet view with the high setting, which I do depending on what track I'm on and what car I'm in, you can't actually see the bonnet whatsoever. But on the low setting you can. There's no customisations available for this, only to change from green to red. That's the only option, so that's a bit of a shame. But I do like driving it. I certainly do like driving it. This is the obviously the view I've been driving it most of the time, in the cockpit view. And this feels like a really nice view to me to drive this. Just a little smidge low, because I do like to complain about everything. And the other weird thing about this cockpit view is it red lines at, looks around about 7,500, maybe just slightly more than 7,500. Why it's got a red line there at 7,500 when it doesn't change gears till about 9,000 or 9,500? Seems a bit strange. I wonder why they would put a red line at 7,500 but the gear changes at 9,500. It just doesn't seem right to me. That temperature gauge not working either. I have to get old Eric on that. That's not really good enough, is it? But it's another required car. Doesn't really cost that much, 200 and a bit gold. Although the actual series, you'd probably only get 75% out of it, so it'd be worth maybe 40 gold you'd get back in that. Plus I think you get about 50 gold maybe in doing this series. So that's maybe about 90, isn't it? So it's sort of a net cost would probably be about 120 gold, maybe somewhere around there. And then earlier on in the series, I remember, I think it might have been the RSR 911, not RSR 911, the 918 Spider. No, I'll get it right in a minute. The RSR 918 Concept. I'm sure that was about 120 gold. So some cars you have to buy anyway. And this is really one of them where you've got to spend maybe just a bit over 100 gold, I suppose, all in all. But a nice little car. And obviously adds to the collection, what have you. But yeah, I quite like it. I know a lot of you are obviously, you know, getting picky with which cars you go for, very much like I am these days. And we don't all, you know, a lot of us don't go for every single car. Whether this would be one you're going to go for, and is it worth maybe to you 120 gold, or are you going to keep the 120 gold for, you know, a different car that you're going to use in your career maybe? Time will tell on that, I suppose. But so far this update, we've had two cars now, the BMW M8, nice car, and this nice car. I think they've cottoned on the fact that people do like cars with a bit of grip. And this, as I say, the stats don't look brilliant on it, but it's quite a nice little thing to drive, I must admit, I do like it. Certainly a lot better than a lot of other cars we've had. I wish they'd put slick tyres on these. That's one thing that they always seem to have normal car tyres, don't they? But why do they don't have slicks? I don't really know, because we don't get any rain, do we? Hopefully that will change and we'll get some rain coming. Anyway, so that's that one done and dusted. Let me know what you think about it, and I'll catch you on another one pretty soon. Cheers.